Intuition. So important. Well, what is it? What does it look like? What does it feel like? Yes, great questions, and not always easy to pinpoint. Well, that's the whole point, I believe. If it was too easy, then there wouldn't be any point in being here, really. We come with the intuition, and it is so important to us because I believe it is our GPS. It is our soul speaking to us. That is what intuition is. And when we learn to follow that intuition, then miracles can happen and we can receive more love, more joy, more peace in our lives. So there are 4 main ways that we get our intuition, we receive our intuition. The first way is clairvoyance, and these are in no particular order, and no one is more important than the other. The first one is clairvoyance, and that's seeing. It's our third eye, which is here, just in between the eyebrows. And it doesn't all mean that we are clairvoyant in that we see departed loved ones or ghosts or things like that. Our intuition with the clairvoyance is actually our insight. And it can be, when we meditate, we do see visions, but it's also our dreams. And it also can be just what we notice with our physical eyes. You know, when you go to a bookshop and a book just jumps out at you. I mean, sometimes they literally do jump out, but that's another story for another time. But you know, when you're there and something catches your eye, trust it. Trust yourself, because that is your intuition. That's seeing. Another way that we receive our information and intuition is by hearing. Clairaudience, it is called. Now, hearing is hearing our inner voice. Now, we all have an inner voice. Oftentimes, it's the chatter of our mind. We're not talking about that inner voice. We're talking about, it's like a whisper, right? It's like a whisper that talks to us. And how we know the difference between our mind talking to us and our true soul speaking to us is because it's always kind. It's always loving. And I don't know about you, but I know my chatter in my head telling me I've got to do this, I've got to do that, and why did I do that? That is not kind. That's the ego mind talking to us. So the inner voice is there to guide us. And like I said, it's like a whisper, which is why it's so important to practice having quiet time so you can get to hear it and learn to hear it and learn to follow it, to trust it and to follow it. Another way that we receive our information and intuition is through knowing. And the knowing, it feels like it's been given to us. It's not like we've gone, okay, how do I do this? What do I do? It's not like we're trying to work it out. There is no difficulty in it whatsoever. It literally just kind of plops into our mind as if it's been a gift that's given to us, right? And it's beautiful, it's amazing. You just go, I know that. And oftentimes it's like, I'm not too sure how I know it, but I know it. I really know it. I know it. I know I've got to be there. I just know it. And then the other main way that we receive our information is called clairsentience, and it's about feeling. It's we feel things strongly. So it could be the butterflies in the tummy. It could be the goosebumps on our skin, or when the hair rises on our skin, or the angel bumps, as I like to call it at times. It's literally our physical body is giving us a very clear signal to us about whatever it is that's going on in our lives. And also with that, actually, some of us are empaths. And being an empath means that we feel things very deeply and we feel other people's feelings. Well, there's something with being an empath. It's a most beautiful gift. But we do need to be aware that we don't want to take on other people's stuff, other people's feelings. Because it's their stuff. We're not being unkind. It's just, it's not actually our stuff to take. And if we take somebody else's stuff, somebody else's feeling, then we're actually not helping them. We're not empowering them, because we each of us need our own feelings in order to guide us, right? The clairsentience. So we can't take anybody else's feeling away from them because it's part of their journey. So some people can smell. They get a strong sense of smell. So for example, I often smell my mum who's passed on. I often get a whiff of her perfume or her shepherd's pie. I just go, oh mum, you're there, right? And the other thing is also taste in the mouth. That is also our intuition. And that's about all I want to say about intuition for now.